Big breaking news coming in is the Tata Sons listing now inevitable. Our editor-in-chief, Arnab Goswami, will getting you the big scoop. All right, I'm being told that our editor-in-chief is joining me on the phone line. Arnab, over to you.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I just the update, since we have been always keeping our viewers ahead of all the views on the Tata Sons story. The important view is that the overarching view that is emerging right now is that the listing of Tata Sons is both inevitable and necessary. And this is a conversation which has been going on at multiple levels. And I think it is a wrong impression being given out that the trust is against the listing of Tata Sons. These are matters of detail. The Shapoorji Pallonji comment yesterday has only set the ball rolling. There has been a meeting of trustees yesterday. It has been a very calm meeting. And more or less a sense is building that listing is both a reality. And there is a sense of complacency which will set into Tata Sons if the listing does not happen. For good governance, listing is necessary. This whole brouhaha that has happened recently about 4 trustees demanding this and demanding that, trying to sort of, if I may say so, subvert governance, is principally because this is not a listed entity. It is also wrong to believe that Noel Tata or any of the other members are against listing. We can't speak about what the individual views of all the major players in Tata Trust is. But the reality is that the Reserve Bank of India would want the listing. There are major subsidiaries of Tata Sons who have a lot of debt, who have a lot of loans. You have ongoing big companies which are there, Tata in digital, Tata in defense. And if this gets listed, we are talking about at least a company with 250 billion. There's a company which will be worth a lot. And within that, 66%, 18% and 16% is the split between individual members, Shapoorji and Tata Trust. And therefore, while Ratan Tata had taken some steps to improve corporate governance within the Tata Trust, Tata Sons, independent directors, audit committee chairman, and all that, but now there is a feeling that you cannot push back against listing anymore. So the big story, and we are breaking this exclusively on Republic, is that if you watch the moves, one should not have a view that Tatas will be treated very separately, that they will be a company which will be told to work under a philanthropic trust structure, and therefore listing is not important. Listing is important from 2 perspectives. One, to let Shapoorji exit or get exit required to bear their own internal issues and debt. And the second also is to create a structure whereby control remains with the Tatas, but there is there is a transparent functioning of the organization. So I think we would have to watch very closely what the finance ministry says. I think finance ministry will now observe the fact that finance ministry also will find it difficult, if I may say so, to always provide an exception to the Tatas, because that will be questioned. Reliance is listed. Adanis are listed. If Tatas are not listed, does that actually make the Tata Group, the Tata Sons and all the companies under the Tata umbrella more vulnerable? And therefore, I think that we should be very closely watching what happens within the next 1 week or 2 weeks on the listing issue. RBI wants listing, and the finance ministry may find it difficult to avoid this inevitable discussion of listing. As of now, my inside story is that the trustees are more or less reconciled that listing is inevitable, and they'll have to respond to whatever finance ministry tells them. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, absolutely. In fact, Arnab, my question to you is, I mean, now that the RBI, I mean, the listing is imminent, can we know what exactly, because, you know, Shapoorji Pallonji Group yesterday came out, stating their side of the story and saying that they've forever been pressing for listing of Tata Sons. What's the kind of consensus that has been coming out of the Tata boardroom? What is it that the Tata
No,
side is actually talking
we
about,
have,
purely in terms
there
of
is
Tata
there
Sons
is a
listing?
feeling. There is a feeling that Noel Tata is against listing. That is not true. The first and most important point is there are a couple of things which the pink media has gone completely wrong. In fact, I think it is very important for these so-called financial papers and dailies to understand that they have never got a story as wrong as what is happening within the Tatas. I am saying on record today, all these pink dailies have absolutely embarrassed themselves. First, by saying that Meli Mistry is representing Shapoorji Pallonji Group. That is wrong. Meli Mistry is representing his own individual interests or individual point of view. And the second point, the perception gone that Noel Tata is against listing. That is also not true. The real story is only coming on Republic. And I think if you pan this out 2 weeks from now, the reality is that the finance ministry will have to take a call on listing very soon. RBI is for listing. Finance ministry is on listing. Will the government ask for listing very soon? If the government asks for listing, then Pranav, this is the biggest business story of the decade, the listing of Tatas. Can you imagine? The listing of Tata Sons. What that will be in monumental terms, in terms of the unlocking, in terms of the unlocking of value, the unlocking of the unlocking of value, the unlocking of shareholder value, the opportunity for Shapoorji Pallonji is a very small matter in the bigger story. The fact is that we have seen the pink media get the story completely wrong. Where the pink media said Noel Tata is against listing, the pink media said that Meli Mistry is representing the interests of the Shapoorji Pallonji Group. It is not true. If there is a consensus building that there is an inevitable listing, which may not have happened in Ratan Tata's time, just like something did not happen in Ratan Tata's time does not mean that it is bad. And if listing makes the company more open to sort of audits and independent directors, they will have to change the structure in which they work, no doubt. It will have to be more open, more transparent. But I don't think Shapoorji Pallonji is wrong in saying that more transparency is good. See, this is not a small company. This is not one company. These are 30, 40 companies in which there are individual debts to bear, but beyond individual debts, there is a question right now of upholding the shareholder interest, which can only happen if there is stability. Otherwise, we'll have these intrigue, these kind of inside battles, boardroom battles, one-upmanship that will have a terrible impact on Tata Sons. So I think listing is it should move towards listing, but Tata Sons can't decide. That is for the finance ministry to tell us in the next few days, hopefully, Pranav. I'll have to go, but thank you very much.